Yo, today we have a newsletter insight: resilience and dedication, the attitudes for success. And this is my first time reading it. I'll just make it clear again. This is my first time reading it since I published this back in December the 20th. So let's get into it and see what value we can bring out of this work. Resilience and dedication are important attitudes to success. And I'm interested in why I picked these two specifically. I can't really remember why. Hopefully we can figure out as I write it. They signify that someone is passionate about their craft and is willing to overcome struggles that they face in order to meet their goals. It can be very difficult to be dedicated to something that you're not passionate about. Definitely. It's very hard to stick to something that you hate. And it becomes we say here in the UK, we say drag. It becomes a drag. It becomes a very grueling and annoying process where you just want to wait until the end of this. You want to wait until the end because you don't want to do it. So being passionate about something is very essential in your efforts and your time. When you apply your dedication to something that you don't love, you can find a lot of resistance when pursuing your tasks and goals. Yeah, definitely. However, finding something that you are truly passionate about is easier said than done. It involves trying new things, learning about yourself, being open and courageous, and reflection. Yeah. So again, like I'm trying to mention that advice is easier with the words than with the action. So it requires you to go through that intense process of figuring out what you desire, what makes you feel intrigued and interested and engaged. And you have to go through that process yourself because everyone is different. And you need to find out what you want. It can be rigorous and extensive, but it is worth it because you will find things that make you happy when you are working towards them. And your happiness should be your priority, one of your priorities. Resilience is important when facing resistance. On your own journey, you may find struggles that involve wealth, health, and/or relationships. You will face those kind of struggles, so you will need that key attitude that will help you excel. Having a resilient attitude helps you pull through at times when you feel that all odds are against you. It it is even more important that you are working towards something of value to you, so that it's easier to use a resilient attitude and overcome your difficulties. So it's essential to have a resilient attitude because it helps you pull through when times are difficult, and that is what I'm trying to get across with resilience. Do you see how working towards something you're passionate about ties into dedication and resilience? And it almost feels like the two are tied because when you're dedicated about something, you will likely have that resilience to keep going because of your dedication. And if you're resilient as progressing at a certain thing, you're likely dedicated to accomplishing that. So the two are tied. That is because it makes things easier for you in the long term. If you put your focus on something that won't be of value long term, you will find it harder to connect to your why for doing it. And if you're not really aware of what do I mean here by why, in short, it means something that you are passionate about, something that you define as your purpose, your goal, or your dream. And I go into more in depth. I go a lot more in depth in other videos that you can find on my long list of videos. Two great ways to help your why become stronger is connecting it to your religion or something bigger than yourself. For example, I mentioned if you are a Muslim, connecting your why to worshipping and pleasing Allah can have a strong backbone for you to fulfill your goal/mission, which is something I connect my purpose to. And as I've mentioned previously in a few of my videos, that Islam holds the greatest weight in my life, in my heart. and in my mind when it comes to my decision making. So find something for you that holds a heavy weight and can help you conjure up that strength and that resilience and that dedication. Also, connecting your why to contributing towards your family, friends, or society is a great way to form a sense of purpose and duty for yourself and your goal. And this comes down to another strong way to gain motivation is through methods outside of yourself or reasons outside of yourself. So when you're doing it for someone else, you are likely to work harder in many cases. So consider that also. These are thoughts of mine that I've been building on for the past year, and it has been beneficial for my purpose, dedication, and resilience. Thanks for reading. And yeah, to conclude, dedication and resilience are two of many attitudes that you need to kind of develop and achieve what you need to achieve in regards to your goals and your desires. So it is very beneficial to be aware of them, and once you're aware of them, you can be more aware. Actually, you can just be more aware to use them and when to use them and how it can benefit your life. So I think it's a great reminder in regards to what they are and how to use them to your benefit.